Hello and welcome back. So today we're going to be making some scones, okay? So we're going to make some currant scones and we're going to make some plain scones. So because I'm doing two, I've got my partner in crime, my daughter Rowan, who's going to be helping me today, okay? So shall we find out what ingredients we need? So we have measured it all out already because, you know, we're pros like that. So we're going to need, let me remember, 350 grams of self-raising flour. So we've got our two bowls ready to make two different batches. You're going to need 175 mils of milk. So we've got our two ready there. You need 85 grams of butter. So you need to cube that if you can, or just have little dollops, that's absolutely fine. You're going to need some baking powder. If you want to do currants or fruit, whatever your preference is, then you need to make sure you've got that as well, some dried fruit to go in it. We're just doing currant scones and plain scones. A beaten egg just for the glazing before it goes in the oven. A teaspoon of vanilla essence, and I think it's a teaspoon of salt, or a quarter teaspoon of salt, which makes more sense. And let's have a look. And 3 tablespoonfuls of caster sugar. Okay, so if I forget any ingredients as we go along, hopefully someone will prompt me. Is that right? So that we don't forget anything and we can have fun. So who's ready to have fun getting messy and doing some baking with Mel and with Rowan? Give me a thumbs up. Okay, let's get crack-a-lacking. So first of all, we've got our flour. Okay, so we've got, which colour would you like, Ro? Pink to make the boys wink. So we've got our self-raising flour here that we've measured out. Alright, so how much have we got? We've got 350 grams. So what we are going to do with scones is we're going to have to use our hands quite a bit, okay? So if you're someone who doesn't like to get messy, you might need some help to do this because it is a very messy thing to do, making scones, alright? So are you alright getting messy? Yeah. We're going to have fun, alright. So what we're going to do is start to put in our dry ingredients. So let's have a look as we go along. So we need a quarter teaspoon of salt, Ro. Can you pass the salt? Thank you. So we are just guesstimating here, which is absolutely fine. Again, we're not Mary Berry, we're just Mel and Ro. Although that could turn into Mary Berry. Mel and Ro? No, it's not going to work, is it? So let's just have a bit of a guesstimate. So I reckon that's about a quarter. Do you want to do yours, Ro? See if we know our maths now. Yeah. So that's it? Yeah, go for it. Might be an 8. I might just put an 8 in as well, but you know, it's all good. It's good in the hood. So what should we put in next, Ro? Looking at our dry ingredients. Baking powder? Let's put some baking powder in. Alright. So we're going to need a teaspoon of baking powder, so you want to pass that through, Ro? Thank you. So this is a really cool little gadget. It's got 2 tablespoons and teaspoons, so it's really easy to measure out. So we're just wanting 1 teaspoon of baking powder. So get it quite heated and then just give it a scoop off and then just put that in, making sure it's all in there. Go for it, Ro. Brilliant. Then we're going to need 3 tablespoons of caster sugar. So do you want to just pass that over? We keep putting this back, right? But we need it. Alright. So 1, 2, 3. Quick. 1. Yay! Alright, so what we'll do is just mix that together a bit. So let's just use our wooden spoons, just mix the dry ingredients together. Have we missed everything out? We've got our self-raising flour, we've got our salt, our baking powder and our caster sugar. Alright, so once we're happy with that, we need to add our butter. So this is where we're going to use our hands. So I'm going to take off my rings because otherwise it gets all congealed and it's a bit gross. So take off my wedding rings. And our hands are clean, we washed before we started. So we're just going to put our butter in. And what we're looking to do is just mix it together with our hands. It's not going to be nice and smooth, it's going to be clumpy. And that's okay, that's what we're going for. Oh, I think that feels really good, mate, do you?
It's not that good.
You're not impressed? I love it. I could do this all day. That just feels so good. So poor Rowan lives with me, so she's used to my weirdness. And those of you that know me are used to my weirdness. Those of you that don't, you just get used to it. You're on my face. I'm amazed I haven't got it all over my body roll, let's be honest. It's all good, don't worry. And you've got it all over the floor, so whichever scones they are, someone's missing out. Alright, so have you got yours nice and crumbly, Ro?
Yeah.
Yeah? So just crumbly like so. Little clumps of butter in there already, it looks alright. So we need to put in our milk next, alright? So do you want to pass the cups over that are already measured? So we've got 175 mils of, we've just got semi-skim milk, alright? So just pour a little bit in. And then get your hands in again and start mixing that in. Oh, that's colder. Oh, look at that. Squidgy, squidgy. Alright. And then once you've got that bit mixed, just pour in the rest of your milk. Trying to make sure you have as little as possible left on your hands, so you've got as much mixture as you can. Alright, and just add in your remainder of your milk, or just keep doing it in stages. Till it's all mixed in. How are you doing, Ro?
Alright.
Good stuff. Got funny looking hands now, what about you?
Yeah. It's not coming off that easily.
Wow, we are making a mess. So if you're anyone who doesn't like mess, you know, you're in for a treat. I don't know how you make scones without making mess. Okay, and I'm just going to put the remainder of my milk in. Alright, so scones are really simple to make. I enjoy making scones because they're just quick and easy. I mean, of course you get a bit messy, but that's all good. But then they're really yummy to eat after. The trouble is, you've got to limit yourself because they're not the best for you. So when you've made yourself 8 or 6 scones, oh, you've got to try and pan it out over the week, guys. Don't just overload in one day. Let's get you back in there, we need you. Alright, so try and just make sure all those bits of flour right at the bottom of your bowl are mixed in as well, Ro. And then what I'm going to do, because we're doing one batch currant and one batch plain, I'm doing plain because none of my guys will eat the currants, and including me, I've only just as an adult started to like currants in my scones because I was always a plain Jane when it came to my scones, but now I do like a bit of fruit in them, so we're just going to stick to currants. This is going to be pretty impossible because look at my hands already. So maybe we should have put them in first, Ro. It's all good. Right, I'm going to get some kitchen roll, try and tidy up my hands a bit. You can film Rowan whilst I try and get my hands ready to get some currants. Alright. Oh, look at this. It's like we're playing Play-Doh or corn flour. Right, so I've just got some normal currants here. Like so. Do you want them in yours or in mine? Mine. So I just sprinkle as much to your taste. You don't need to measure this out, it's just a guesstimate. And then just continue to mix them into your batter for the scones, like so. If you ain't got enough, just add a bit more if you need to, or if you want to. Okay. So then mixed in. How are you getting on, Ro?
We need the vanilla essence.
We do need some vanilla essence in, good lass. So do you want to get that and you can pour that in?
Yeah.
Or are your hands as bad as mine now?
It's literally not coming off.
I'll get some, it's all good. We can clean the vanilla essence after, can't we? Thank you. Oh, this is delightful. It's not even going to open, Ro. Let's work this out. Just pour a little bit in. Ta-da! I feel like funny hands. Mix that through and then we're good to go. Can you have a look at that? You can see there, it's all ready. So I hope you're having fun with that, little ones. Nice and sticky. Are you having fun, Rose?
It's literally just...
Rose turned into the scone monster, so that's all good. Right, so let's just get a bit of tissue Do you need a bit more kitchen roll? Rowan all of it. So this is a lot messier than the chocolate fudge cake, guys, let me tell you. Kitchen suffering. Here you go, Ro. Try and get yourself de-sconed. Right then, so what we need to do next is put a bit of flour out on our table, because we're going to have to start to roll out the scones now so that we can use our little scone shapes to measure them out. So we just need a bit more of your self-raising flour or plain flour, whatever you've got more of. This is going to be gross. And we're just going to sprinkle it out on the table. Can you move that for me, Ro? Thank you. Just sprinkle it out on the table, like so. Again, this has already been pre-cleaned, guys. It's not your table with leftover tea from last night. Alright, so get your scone mix and just plonk it on your table like so. Okay. Are you alright? Ariel's laughing at Rowan. It's not very nice of her, is it? We'll have less. So we're just going to kind of knead it out like so. Alright.
More.
So just get some more flour on it, it's all good. Alright? And once you start to, that's it. Once you start to knead it, it'll dry up a bit in that flour then, okay? That feel better?
Yeah.
There we go. So just move our bowls out of the way so you can see. So you don't need to knead that for long, just until it's got to a nice consistency. So over here, guys, we've got some different shaped scone measurements, alright? So I tend to go for the kind of medium one rather than the massive large ones. You can go small. Usually this mixture will make about 8 small ones to about 6 medium, just a bit bigger ones, okay? So whichever your preference is in terms of your size of scones, or if you're doing them as little gifts, you might want to make mini ones just to make it cute. What shape, what size are you going to go for, Ro? I think you might need a bit more flour, babe.
Small.
You want the small one? Okay. So we'll see how much we'll measure out. Right then, so you want to just pat it down so it's about 2 centimetres thick at least, because you do want, they are going to rise in the oven. We did put our baking powder in, didn't we?
Yeah.
I'm confused now.
Is that
alright? Yeah, that should do. And then just use your cutter, start making your shapes. Alright, so I've got 2 trays here that I've already put some greaseproof paper on. So if you haven't got a greaseproof paper lying around, that's fine. You can just use a normal tray, and with some butter and some kitchen roll, just mix it around so that your tray is nice and greased. Otherwise they will stick to the bottom as they bake in the oven. Alright, got one. You alright?
Yeah.
Oh, it's going to make me have to be lying now and not make 6. So we've got 4 so far. Do we think we're going to get 6? Do you think we'll get another 2 out of that?
Yeah.
We'll see. Oh, I think you might be right. That's Gabriel on his Xbox. If you can hear him shouting no. Alright. How are you doing, Ron?
I'm doing okay.
You're doing great,
Can
that
you
looks fab.
Redo that for me, please.
Yeah. What is one you made earlier, yeah? You got a bit?
Thank you.
A bit. I'll just make a little bit of whatever that is there. Plonk it in that bit. Love it. So we've got 6 currant scones here, and I reckon you're going to get another 2 out of there, so I was right, wasn't I? Give me a high 5. Yes. No. Did you get that high 5, Ariel?
No, you have to redo
Let's do it
it.
again. Alright, okay, so just for the top, before they go in the oven, we're going to glaze the top. So you can either glaze it with milk, or you can glaze it with just a beaten egg, which is what I've done, just beating an egg up into a cup like that. If you don't have anything like this to use to spread it on, you can use a spoon and just put it on and spread it out with the flat end of the spoon. But thankfully I've got one of these for now, so I'm just going to brush it just along the top. It just gives it that nice shine and helps it to go golden as it's baking in the oven. Right, Ro?
Yeah, I'm just getting.
You're trying to de-scone.
Yeah.
How are you guys getting along? If I'm speeding on, don't worry, you can always pause and catch up. The best thing is to have fun and to remember to have fun as we're baking. Are you having fun, Ro?
I'm having fun.
Are you messy, Ro?
Yeah.
Yay! Well done, they look fab. I particularly love the one in the middle.
Me
That's
too.
defo my fave.
I just shoved it all together.
It's fab. Well done. So these are looking really good, I'm impressed. Go. So remember when you're putting them in your trays to leave a bit of a space, because hopefully they will get bigger as they are baking in the oven, so you need to give them a bit of room to expand. Oop, cauliflower all over. There we go, fabulous. Right then, we need to get ready to put them in the oven. Okay, so our scones are now ready to go in the oven, alright? So we've got a fan, so I've put it at 200 degrees for the fan. It's going to go in for 10 minutes. If you don't have a fan oven, it's about 210 degrees, okay? So I'll put these ones in the bottom. Put yours on the top. Put my timer on for 10 minutes. And let's see how they go. See you in a bit. Okay, just having a look, guys. I think they're going to need a bit longer than 10 minutes. So check yours at 10 minutes. If you're thinking they still need a bit longer, then put them on for another 3 to 5 minutes and check them again. See you in a bit. Okay, let's have a check. They look pretty good to me, guys. Have a feel. Yeah, brilliant. So just get them out. And we're going to have to just cool them on a nice cool rack. Okay, just try not to burn your fingers as you do this. This needs an adult, okay, so no little ones to touch them until they're cooled down. Okay, so I'd leave them to cool or rest for at least 10 minutes and then enjoy. Okay, so I'll see you in another 10 minutes. Okay guys, so our scones are nice and cooled now, and I've put them in a basket ready to serve and ready to eat. You can enjoy them with clotted cream and jam, maybe some butter, or maybe just nothing at all and just plain. But however you like them, I hope you enjoy baking them, and I hope you enjoy eating them with your families. And you can give them out as gifts, put them in little hampers and give them out to people, maybe people on your street that might be a bit lonely and might appreciate you baking something for them. But whatever you decide to do, I hope you've had fun, and please send me in your pictures if you do some baking at home. Let me see how you get on. Any videos that you have, send them in as well. That'd be good fun to see. And just to give a shout out to Sharon on YouTube, we'll be putting her story up on Friday as well, so be sure to tune into that tomorrow. And then we'll have Tyra's story, rhyme time on Monday as well on our Facebook page. So have fun and see you all later. Thank you for joining in. Bye.